Hello, my fellow coders. Welcome back to Think and Code. And today we're going to learn about string slicing and indexing. This is the final chapter in the strings, and then we are going to move on with a project. So, starting with indexing, string indexing. What is string indexing? Indexing is basically giving a specific number or index to a character in a string. We have two kinds of indexes in string indexing: positive index and negative index. The positive index always starts with 0 at the first character, and the negative index always starts with -1 with the end string or end character. As you can see down here, we have word, box bracket, and 0. This will give you the output P because we are calling the index 0th index of the word. 0th index of the word is P. So we have P as the output in this one. So word -1 is N because it called the last character. We use -1 from the end. So as you can see, here is the end -1. In the positive index, we use 0 to 5 for this particular string, and this can be as long as the string is. It would be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and all that. And same goes with negative index as well. The end always needs to be -1, and it can go as long as you want. As you can see here, word 6 gives us an error, index error, if index is out of range. So what happens is when we gave it a 6, the Python could not find the 6th element here. So it was out of range of this index we created. So let's look at it in the code. Okay, let's create a variable word equals to the same word Python. Now, first let's print each of the index. And don't forget the index always starts from 0. Print. So as you can see, we got PYTHO and Python, right? Now, what if we do print word 6, index out of range, because we do not have the 6th element here or the 7th element because we start with 0. So that's why if we don't have the 7th element here, we'll get out of index or out of range. And now let's do the opposite here. Let's start with -1. If we print it, get the Python in the reversed order, as you can see here. So that is how indexing works, and that's how you can get different characters from a string. Slicing syntax. So slicing is basically getting a substring or a part of the string out from the whole string. Let me give you an example here. If Python is a whole string, then YTH would be a substring because YTH derives from YTH in the Python here. Anything deriving from the main string like Python YTH or PY are substrings to this main string. So that is how we know what are substring. And when we want the substrings, we use slicing. Now, how do we use slicing? As you can see, we have a starts here. So we'll write the string or variable name here. Then we'll give it a box like we did in indexing previously, as you can see this. And then we'll give it a start, where to start from, where to stop, and step to jump. If we want to jump over it, that's when we give it a jump. So as you can see here, word 1 to 4. So YTH, because in Python, P is 0, so 1 equals to Y, and 2 equals to T, and 3 equals to H. And it will not include the 4 here. It could not include the 4 here because, as you can see here, it has not included the 4. Index 1 up to 4, not including 4. So we have another one, word 2. It means start from 2 and give us the full till the end. Word, and we have nothing in the front, but in the back we have 3. That means PYT. That means from start up to index 3. And then we have word and just this 2. That means give us the full string. Word ... 2. This means give us every second character of the word. So what it did was P skipped Y, then gave us T, then skipped H, and gave us O, and skipped N, and there was nothing. So we have PTO. In this, what we did here is word 1 is to 5 is to 2. Start from 1 to 5 and give us every second character. So let's see. We don't have 0, so P is not needed. What we're going to do is get 1, Y, skip this, H, skip this, and N is not needed because it's not included. As we said, not included. 4, not included. 5, not included. So PY, because N was not included inside it. So next is, let's try to code this out. We'll use the same word Python, let's say print word, and then first start with just 2, or let's start with 1 and everything. Print word until -2, or let's say 4, and then we are going to print word and then till 3, and then we are going to do word print word, and this will be 5, or this will be empty because we want the whole word in this one. Print, and then we'll do the step word 2. So let's print it out and see. YTHON, because 1 0 P equals to 0. That's why we did not count P and we started from Y. Now this word 1 to 4. So that is 1 to 4. YTH. Y equals 1, T equals 2, and H equals 3, and O equals 4, which is not included. So we don't include the last number we wrote here. Next is C3. That means from the start till third index. The third index is 0, 1, 2, 3, H. So we skip the third index and we got PYT, just this. Next, this means just copy the entire string. As you can see, we got Python. PTO, that means P, skip Y, E, skip H, O, skip N, and then we have nothing. So PTO. That is how Python's slicing works. Next, let's learn about Python step parameters. Step parameters basically control the jump between characters, and every number we put here, 1, 2, and 3, it will jump different sizes. So as you can see here, we have step 1. If we just jump one step, we have every character in Python, and this is the default. And step 2, that means jump every other character, the one we just did in our practical. PTO, we got PTO. And step 3, that means every third character, P, Y, and T is skipped, and H, O, and N is skipped. So we got PH. Practical slicing pattern. So these are some questions you can try out. I give you the answer as well because this one is a hard one. That's why try to learn more. How to reverse a word is you can reverse the word using this. Reverse word equals to word. And if we print reverse word, as you can see here, Python is reversed. You can reverse the word using 2 dots because this is basically start, stop, but step negative. So what it meant is, let me show you here. So we had PYTHON Python. We had Python. So we did dot -1. So dot start from the start. This dot means start from the start till the end. And how many steps do you take? -1. That means start from the last character and go here, and here. As we learned in index, in -1 means negative index. That means negative index always starts from here. So that's why we started from here and went here. So NOSTYP. That's why we got the reverse of Python. Now, as you can see this, we have reversed the number, and checking palindrome is basically if the word and the reverse word is same, then it is a palindrome. Don't look at the answer until you solve it, or you can't solve it at all. I hope you practice this slicing patterns because it will help you a lot in the future videos as well. Let's look at some quick references. I don't think I need to explain them because, well, they are pretty much clear here and I have already explained all of it. Let's not make the video any longer. So the summary to this video is each character in a string has an index starting at 0 and negative index count from the end. -1 is the last character. We talked about this. Slicing syntax equals to variable name, start, stop, and step. Start how, where, stop where, and how many steps do we take. At default, step is always 1. Start is inclusive, stop is exclusive. The direct character at stop is not included. We already talked about this. If we write 1 is to 4, then 4 will not be included, whereas 1 will be included. That's the same thing, inclusive and exclusive. Omit, start, or stop to slice from the beginning to the end. Just double dots and it will give us the whole string. Step controls the jump. Negative step reverses direction. As we talked about in this example right here, negative step reverses our string. Dot minus is the standard Python way to reverse a string, as we just saw. So this is the end for string section, and in the next video we'll be doing some projects based on string, everything we have learned in the string section, and then we will be moving on with lists, tuples, and more Python data types as we go forward. I hope you like the video. If you want anything changed, please comment down below, like the video, subscribe. That will help the algorithm, and keep coding. Happy coding.